We are here at Pergola De Pines and we are in discussion with Chef Pranav Sawant, right? And we'll go deep into what he does, where he started from, and your journey. Please.
Yeah. Hi, hello. So I'm Chef Pranav. So basically, I'm a chef entrepreneur by profession. I've done my schooling from Culinary which is in Switzerland. So that's supposed to be the first college of hospitality in the world, which is 140 years old. And I was being trained under two Michelin star chefs. One is Vikas Khanna for Indian cuisine and one is David Thompson for Thai cuisine. So I've done my two specializations. One is in Indian cuisine, that means, and one is in Thai cuisine. So I was in Thailand in Krabi, Kulanta for like 8 months with Chef David Thompson.
Thailand. So you're saying that your specialty is Thai cuisine?
Thai cuisine, yeah.
Okay. And what do you do here? Are you specialist?
Yeah.
Thai cuisine?
So Pergola De Pines is basically a fine dine restaurant. So basically here we are doing a multi-cuisine kind of a fine dine experience to the people in Pune, where they get the best hospitality, they get the best food and the authentic food that they want. Basically, this is how we're doing it in Pergola De Pines. In Pergola we have basically Thai cuisine, Arabic cuisine, continental cuisine and a little bit of pinch of Indian cuisine. These are the four cuisines that we're doing in Pergola De Pines.
When you say Arabian cuisine, Arabian I think has a lot of
Yes.
mixtures. So
Yes.
what is it? Lebanese?
Lebanese, yeah, we're doing Lebanese moreover into Arabic.
Okay.
Yeah.
So basically Mediterranean.
Mediterranean cuisine, yeah.
Okay. What about continent?
Pergola is known for its steaks. So we have chicken steaks, we have mutton steaks, we have fish steaks. So we do a lot of steaks.
What about your other restaurants? I believe that you also doing in a lot of other restaurants over here. So give us a little idea about that.
I have a chain of restaurants in Pune. They have different names. Some are casual dining restaurants, some are fine dining restaurants. Like this is the only fine dining restaurant in my whole chain, where the hospitality is at the top level, where my servers, where my chefs, the food that you eat in Pergola. So basically, we make our tofu in-house. We make our paneer, which is cottage cheese, which we make it in-house. We make all our sauces in-house. We do not purchase anything from outside.
Right.
So basically, our meats are tendered. So for example, if we take chicken as well, so the chicken is somewhere around 1100 grams when the chicken is cut. So that is that tendered. So we use all fresh ingredients. Exotic vegetables are like organic vegetables that we use.
Right.
Olive oils or whatever the oils we are using, we use all extra virgin olive oils. So this is how we are doing as a fine dining restaurant. Pergola is again, we are specialized in doing cocktails and mixology. As one of my partner, Shubhankar, he is a junior sommelier by profession. So we are into wines and spirits. So we curate tables for people. So we do exotic meat festivals. So if someone wants to curate a chef table, so for like somewhere around 10-15 people, and whatever the cuisine they choose. So we curate a chef curated table for them. Of course, it has to be informed to us prior. Whatever their dishes they will get. So we recently did an exotic meat festival a month back, where we had all exotic meat which is available and approved in India. We had meat of emu, then we had duck, then we had Alaskan crabs, then we had quails, then we had rabbits. So this is what is we had approved of 20 kgs. So it's 20 kgs of a crab. So you get in Alaska only, and when you have to export that crab, you need a table of 10-15 people where they can finish off that 20 kgs of a crab. Yeah, so basically we have some restaurants which are into casual dining, some are into clubs and pubs, some are in lounges, and some restaurants have a casual dining plus banquets as well.
Okay. What is the kind of footfall in Kalyani?
Yeah, Kalyani Nagar, we've started in the month of November. So far so good, we are getting a very good response.
You say November 2020?
November 2022. We're just 7 months old, yeah.
Wow. Okay. How do you find it?
Very good, very good. The support of the Culinary people, even not only Culinary people, but we're getting our guests from Pane and Palewadi. Like some guests are coming from your Wakad, Punawade also. We have like a couple of guests which come from the end of the city. They do understand.
So they've heard about us.
Yes, they have heard about them.
What kind of crowd do you get? Do you get a crowd which is a niche crowd? also the working class? Like this
Yeah,
IT,
we do have.
IT sector?
Yeah, we do have IT people as well, and we do have the people who understand about food. So people nowadays have traveled to different countries for their vacations, leisures, or whatever their business does. So now people have understood what cuisine is, or whatever the authentic cuisine is being served in those countries. So we are not replicating those cuisines over here, but we are giving a little bit of Indianized touch to it, a little bit of Indianized touch, like a 1920
Yeah,
kind of
because
stuff.
Indians, their talent is such that they are not.
They do not like authentic cuisine.
Yeah.
So here we're doing a Korean cuisine as well. But Korean cuisine, when we talk about Korean cuisine, so Korean cuisine is all about fermented food. And Indian people will not like that concept of having a fermented rice. So we do not ferment it to that level, but we ferment it for level 2 or level 3,
Palatable.
yeah, which is palatable for Indians. Yeah.
Really love it.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. And we don't do anything in Italian.
We do in Italian. We do Italian as well.
So what, you handle everything?
Yeah, so basically my team of chefs are also well-educated chefs from the industry. So here at Pergola, I have Chef Sunil with me. He's from Uttarakhand. So he has a vast experience of 35 years in the industry into the continental department. So he's heading my kitchen department at Pergola. But being a chef, so I do not give my executive chef's position in any of my restaurants. So they all work under me. So I set up the SOPs, I train them, I teach them how to make cuisines and the dishes. This is how the basic all the restaurant works.
But what about the executive chefs? Because they come with a lot of experience, right? Executive chefs, it's very difficult to get them to work because they have that kind of.
Yeah, but sometimes what happens, the executive chefs are also in the kitchen for that 10 hours, 12 hours. So the world is only the kitchen for them. So they don't get the exposure going outside in the different countries or learning different cuisines. So basically, like 6 months or 1 year, within 6 months or 1 year, I did visit different countries. I learned the different cuisine over there, and I come back to India and I train my chefs for that cuisine. So they always are like, they have that passion to learn different things every day, because hospitality industry is one industry which changes after every second.
Where do you source your executive chefs from?
It's very
Okay,
difficult.
So, yeah, I want to ask you, say for example, I'm on the other side. Would you be looking at the 5-star hotels?
No.
Would you be looking at the clubs?
No.
Would you be looking at the
So basically so basically I'll tell you, the restaurant module and a 5-star module are totally two different modules. A 5-star chef would be, I don't think so, 90% people cannot work in a restaurant. And a restaurant chef is very difficult to work in a 5-star. So when there are two different modules all together, so our HR team has connections now, being in this industry since last 10-15 years. We have connections, so this is how we try to recruit the chefs. And definitely when the chefs are on board, we train them for first 1 month according to our SOPs. So every restaurant has some different SOPs. Every restaurant has some different ingredients that we use. So we train them for first month under our SOPs, and then we try to hire them. So basically, if you ask me about my being in this industry, understanding this industry, when I tell you about, I've done my schooling from École Lausanne, which is the first college of hospitality. I've seen couple of chefs, so I do not call myself as a chef. I call myself as a chef at the time, because every day it's a learning process for me. I never can become a chef in my life, because every day the cuisines. So once a chef says that I know everything, it's a downfall of a chef. And being a chef and starting a restaurant, you need to understand a chef cannot get business. A chef always works at the back end. So if you have to start a chain of restaurants or a standalone restaurant also, you need to know the whole aspects of hospitality. It's not only about marketing or only about kitchen. You need to know your HR, you need to know your recruitment, you need to know your marketing, you need to know how to handle the chefs, you need to understand how to handle the pot wash person who washes your utensils, because these people are not educated. So basically it is very difficult to handle such kind of ground level stuff. And those are the most important people in my restaurant or any restaurant. So when I understand these kind of concepts, the people who already have that kind of experience, they do not come to ground level and they work. So in my restaurant, sometimes if there's a need in the pot wash also, I go on and stand my pot wash because this is where I earn from.
Very true. Absolutely.
Because a manager, an executive chef, they would come to my restaurant, they would place an interviews. Everyone wants a job of a white collar, but no one wants to do a ground level job. And when I am the owner over here, and if there's no one in the pot wash, no one in the industry, the executive chef will never go in the pot wash. He says that I'm an executive chef. He doesn't know the ground level. So you should know the things from ground level. I cannot take some names over here, but yeah, definitely as it's an interview, so I cannot take names. But there are chefs who have that kind of things, and their chain have gone down drastically, very drastically, because you cannot be dependent on people every time. Because if you are the owners, you need to have a check hold on everyone, and you need to understand the ground level.
I can't do this, and I can't.
Cannot happen in this industry.
Very true. That's what they say. A lot of people, especially in the hospitality industry, they start from stewards and
They start from pot wash.
pot wash. Yeah, okay. Pot wash.
They start from pot wash or they start from house. The people who do not do their hospitality courses.
Yeah. And then they grow and they become executive housekeepers and your F&B managers, duty managers, and your general manager. So yes, I agree totally. So you are particular, and you are particular about your team to be very young. You want them so that
I support entrepreneurs because Thousand Pines, my mother company is called Thousand Pines Hospitality. So we are not only in hospitality, but we work in different sectors. So we are into the field of hospitality, then we are in the field of events and luxurious events, where we have done TED Talks India for Shah Rukh Khan for 2 years. Then we have done Baman Irani Live for entrepreneurs for 2 years in Bombay. Then we have done Marathi Big Boss catering. So this is where we are into events and luxurious events. Then we are into travel and tourism. So basically, I started my career doing travel and tourism when I was 21. So basically, I used to take camps for Goa, Lakshadweep and Leh Ladakh.
you have a fantastic view of the entire
Basket
travel.
of
Yeah,
things.
travel and hospitality is supposed to be a very
Hospitality. So basically, when I started my career, I always wanted people to know me. People should know me by my name, like Pranav, and not by my dad's name, because he has done his own hard work. He has done his hard work. I know about his hard work. So I started doing my career from travel and tourism when I was 21. So I took my first camp to Goa, where I only had 5 people in a camp. And then slowly,
that's a learning, no?
Yeah, that was learning process. That was a learning process.
Yeah.
Definitely, every day is a learning process. I never think that I want a success in my life. Success automatically comes with the hard work. So my first camp, it was 5 people, and my next camp, these 5 people promoted in a school, and my next camp, I had 40 people in a. When I started this camp, so it was a very different story. He like his dad knew me. So they said, okay, no problem. They trusted me and they handed over the money to me. And 2 of his friends handed over the money to me. And the 4th person, his mom called me and his mom was like, I want a receipt. And that time, my company's name was not there. I did not have a receipt. I did not have anything. But I thought, no, I have to do it. So I had that half an hour, 45 minutes in my hand. So me and my friend, so we started our journey over a 2-wheeler. I knew there was a person who used to make a rubber stamp in 45 minutes. So basically, then I was just searching on Google about the names. What can be my company name? So that time I found a company which was Thousand Pines Camping, which is in US. Then I thought of having Thousand Pines Outdoors. So Thousand Pines is from 2009, 2010. So it was Thousand Pines Outdoors first. Now it is Thousand Pines Hospitality.
So you continued?
Yes, we continued the name. We did not remove. We did not thought of having.
That was your initial.
Yes.
Thing. So it's very spacious. So you started over there, and then you went into hospitality.
Yeah. So then I did my microbiology. So again, being from a Maharashtrian family, so my parents were again doing hospitality. So I wanted to do hospitality right from my 10th. So I had a passion about cooking that time. So basically, I wanted to do hospitality, like hotel management back then. So my parents were against it, and so 11th I did my science, 12th I did my science. After 12th, my mom asked me, "What do you want to do?" I said hospitality again. She denied. She had two forms in her hand. One was of dental and one was of microbiology.
What is your mom do? Is she a
She's into my dad's business.
So it's a good business
Yeah,
family.
it's all business family.
She would have understood.
Yeah, she would have. She should have understood that time. But
I
yeah,
think she wanted
she
to
wanted.
have a very prestigious kind of.
Not kind of prestigious, but she never left me alone from my house. So she was she was skeptical to send some. Yeah, she was protective. So then again, I did my microbiology for 3 years. I completed my microbiology, and then as it was my passion, then I joined hospitality. So 3 years of microbiology and 4 years of hospitality. One of my family person recommended that there's a college in Lavasa. So I went to Lavasa. I understood what the college is. Again,
When was this?
I started my career of hospitality in 2014. I started my schooling over there. I did it for 1 year. Then my graph of hospitality was good. In my academic years were good. Then my college recommended me to Nizam, which is my mother college, which is in Sweden. And I did my 3 years in Sweden.
So you were thorough, you got a thorough.
Then I understood what hospitality is and what hotel management is. I always had a passion to have a restaurant, cook, and that's it. And when I understood that just cooking is not going to get you business, then I learned my marketing. So everyone from my college supported me. My principal, my dean, Mr. Rajiv Kawaji, who was the corporate chef of Starwoods for Southeast Asia. He was my dean, so he was a chef by profession, who made me learn a lot of things, how bulk cooking is done, how menu engineering is done, how the costings are done, what is required when you take in consideration when you start a restaurant. Then my marketing mentor, Mr. Macario Fernandez, he's the leading marketing head for like 3 brands in India. He's the head marketing in Chinks. Then he is in Hindustan Liver and he was in Patanjali. So he has extensive things. Then I was under different people in my colleges, like my facilitators. So they gave me a lot of boost and they made me understand what hospitality is. And then I understood hospitality and hotel management are two different sectors. When you do hospitality, you understand how to run a business. And when you do hotel management, you only understand how to run a kitchen or like 4 departments.
Depends which department you say. So then you came back.
I
You came back in
2018. Yeah. But my restaurants were running from 2014. I started my first restaurant in 2014, where I had a passion to start my restaurants. So my first restaurant was with my mama, also Pashant Road. So that was by the name of Bottle Rock. So we started in 2013. So my restaurants were operating from 2013.
But he was running and he
Yes,
was out.
yes, yes.
So you came back in 2018
Yeah.
and then you took over
Yes.
completely.
2013. So basically every 6 months, I used to come down to India for like 3 months. So we used to have these things. So from there also, I used to make them understand how to do things, because I was learning things from there. Yeah, I start my day at 9 o'clock in the morning and I ended my day at 3 o'clock night.
Very excellent. So how do you keep fit?
I eat my regular food, which is cooked at house.
You don't eat.
I don't eat the restaurant. It's not that it's not good, but yeah, there's a lot of oil, there's a lot of preservatives sometimes. Canned food, it is, and plus the timings of this industry is not fixed. So sometimes I have my lunch at 4 o'clock. Sometimes we skip our lunch if there's a huge party. So industry is not that simple. But only I would like to tell through your interviews to all the people, the young people in this industry, might be from this industry or from any industry. Nowadays the youth thinks that there's a term called fast money. There's no fast money. You should work hard, then only you can have success. So I believe my dad has told me one thing, that you till the time of 30, 36, 37, you do not think what are you eating, what are you wearing, what brand are you driving, what brand are you wearing. You focus on your business. You do multiple businesses. You set those businesses. Sometimes when you start your career, you will have failures. So in my career also I had failures. Right now when you see when you're talking to me, you're taking my interview, this is all glamorous things. And I don't like to give interviews. I am always back scenes. So I don't want to give a different thing to people that every interview is oh mirch masala laga ke I did this. Like they tell you a little bit of background and this is how I got successful. No, this is not possible.
It's a long road.
It is a long road. When I started my career, when I also started my career, I had lot of downfalls. But my mom and dad told me one thing: you're just 21, you're just 22, you're just 25 now. No problem. You have a downfall. Get up the next day morning and forget about what happened last night. So this is how I started my career. So till 23, 24, I had a rough patch, a very rough patch. But from 24, 25, but when this is where I understood in those 3 years that how the world is. Someone can fool you in this aspect, someone can fool you in this aspect. So you need to have a knowledge about, a little bit fair about knowledge about all the aspects.
Very true. I agree completely. You have to be down to earth. Your feet have to be firmly on the ground. You will fail, but you will get up.
You have to get up.
Try again. Success will come. Yeah.
So till 35, 36, I have my set careers, set goals in my life. I will only work till 42.
Oh,
And after that, I will retire at 42. Yeah.
Wow.
And there's a huge painting which is made out behind my bed. That Pranav, you need to retire young and rich by the age of 42. So today, I start my day at 9 o'clock. I end my day at 3 o'clock. So personal life is almost zero. So once in 2 months I take off for 2 days. But then this is how my life is. But yeah, this is what I'm passionate about. If I do this for like next 6-7 years now, I have 12 restaurants under my belt, 3 resorts under my belt. So that's a group of 15 under our belt now. So and we do consultancies as well. So if someone wants someone has a raw land and whatever they want over there, they want a restaurant, they want a resort, they want a hotel, we do not do civil work. Rather than this, after the civil work, we do everything. So interiors, exteriors, providing with the chef teams, taking it on management, we do everything.
So you do the interiors too?
Yes. Only not the civil.
I think a lot of people do that in civil.
No. 360 degrees consultancy, we are the only company who does it in Pune because we challenge people that what a consultant does. Today I'll tell you what. So a consultant will have his sources. So for example, if an interior light which has to come in. So they have their connections with the light person. They have their own commission set over there. So I would like to again tell you through this your medium that consultants are people who will have their commissions. I'm a very upfront person. I do not like fooling people and people getting fooled because at my initial career I know how much I've got conned. So basically what does the consultant does is like if one thing is coming in 1 rupee, they will have 10% commissions with the vendor and 10% they will take it from the owner. So they are earning 20 paisa out of it. So what my company does over here is like, you take out the quotations from the market. If the whole quotation is coming in 1 lakh rupee, we will give you the same quotation, same brands, everything same in 90,000. So 10,000 we are saving, 10% we are saving of the front owner. Because what happens in this industry right now, so everyone is thinking that a restaurant has a margin of 200% or 100% or 80%, which is not true. Which is not true. That is all myth. That is all people have understood that okay, having a restaurant will give me a lakh rupees in a day. It's not possible. A restaurant industry has a margin of 30% or max to max 35%, not more than that. So your math needs to be very, like it has to be on the spot.
Yes, overheads are very high.
Overheads, you cannot say overheads. Sometimes it's rent, sometimes it's your interiors that the people do. So this is what I was telling you about how a restaurant owner doesn't sustain. Now if you see Pune is the next hospitality hub since last 3-4 years. Ritz-Carlton is the luxurious brand in India. They were only in Bangalore. They did not opt to go to Delhi, which is a capital. They did not opt to go to Mumbai, which is a business capital. But they did opt to come to Pune. So they have their visions for next 50 years. So Pune is the hospitality hub. So what happens? Owner is dependent on different aspects to make his restaurant. First is his interiors or on architecture. So they come in and they say कि नहीं इसको ताजमहल बनाना है. And he says कि yes, if I make my property very good, then only people will come to my property. No, it's not the case. People,
It's the food.
It's the food. It's not only the food, it's food
Also the
and the
service.
hospitality,
Yeah,
the service. These are the two key aspects of the restaurant which the person will come again and again. So the architecture or the interior person takes out the 70% amount from his pocket. He's only left with a 30% amount. Then a chef consultant comes, then he says that I'll give you this thing, I'll give you that, and then I'll give you such kind of fancy menus. In India, people should understand. Non-India, we'll talk about Pune. So Pune, people need good food, good service, and the price range also needs to be taken in consideration.
The pocket Pune are a bit. They
It's
don't
not-
like spending.
It's not like that. Pune people do not like spending, but if you give them good service, good food, people in
They don't
Pune
mind, yeah.
just give small portions of food with good taste and they will like it. So Pune people they understand taste, what I believe. So here some restaurants, as you first told me, that a person coming from a 5 stars, he has these things in his mind that I will use the important ingredients. So the whole costing of a dish goes higher. It goes on the higher range. So a person, there should be a repeated guest to your restaurant, and it shouldn't be a one-time visit. Tomorrow, if I'm gonna sell a paneer butter masala with some fancy dry ice and the smoke coming out for 1,000 rupees, where some brands did. Today, these brands are not in the industry.
See, because a chef coming to a 5-star will have very exotic taste.
It's not about exotic
They
taste.
try to make the dish very exotic.
I don't
may not
believe
appeal. May not appeal to your.
I don't believe
client.
it. See, all ingredients are same. Cloves, all the spices are same. All the things are same. The 5-star chefs have this kind of things already in their mind that okay, tomorrow I have to carve one fruit and I just have to take out one garnish to it and they throw out the fruit. What is of that fruit?
So they're
Which
all
is
about
left.
garnishing.
Yeah, it's all about garnishing.
Garnishing, yeah. That's what I meant.
Garnishing is required definitely nowadays. Where there's garnishing, the taste is missing. Where there's taste, the garnishing is missing. Yeah. So I believe it has to be in middle. Or not that fancy garnishing and not that fancy only not that food which is without garnishing. So it has to be in between. Now there are a lot of reels which are started in Instagram, Facebook. They put a lot of chutney, then they'll do this 600 rupees, then they'll do this 700 rupees. Now people have also started understanding
Sauce?
this thing.
Let me do this.
Yeah. So people have also started understanding these things now. Only garnishing and you're taking out money from people, that's a one-time visit. So how many times you're gonna change the name of the restaurant? So you have a dead end at one point of time. Pune is small. So if there are 5 lakh people in Pune, for example, the 5 lakh people should come repeatedly to your restaurant.
You know, Pune word of mouth.
Yes.
Destroy your
Yes.
restaurant.
And it can screw your restaurant as well.
Totally.
It's only 2 things.
Yeah. So that
Either it's positive or it's negative.
yeah. And to survive in Pune, if you survive in Pune, you survive
Anywhere in India.
Right?
Yeah.
The market is saturated. So that's been great. We've had a lot of discussion. So where do you see yourself, Pranav, in the next 5 years?
As I told you, I want to get retired by the age of 42, and I have a vision of having 50 brands under my belt. When side.
Don't you feel if you stretch yourself in 1 brands, if you be able to do justice to what you say with minimum brands
So
and
my
really give your best? And
so
really
my visions, as you asked me, I believe that we can set a restaurant in 8 to 9 months, being from the industry, understanding the chefs, training the chefs, and then it's a cycle.
So, 50 brands. So, you're going to run it yourself or you're going to.
Today also I run all my 16 brands. So this is how the systems and SOPs are built. So a McDonald's, if you take a word of McDonald's, No one knows. A McDonald's owner doesn't know where the McDonald's is going, but still it's running because the systems are so strong.
So you feel like you can do. But will you be doing it alone, independently, or would you be joining up with people?
It's a team, yeah. It's a team. Definitely, it's a team. Franchising, I do not believe in franchising.
You want to have your hands on it.
Yes, someone can, like-minded people can join me as a partners, but not as a franchise.
Okay, so you don't want to let go because the main
because once a franchisee goes, it's either a FOCO model, which is a franchisee owned and a company operated model, but it's very difficult to have a FOCO model. Everyone is like they take up from franchisee, and your name is put over there.
Yeah.
So basically, if a franchisor in India doesn't know, he just has the investment and he wants a prestige to say that I am a restaurant, and he doesn't want to understand that how hard we have taken that name to that level. It's very difficult. Half of the owners are not at the restaurant. If you see in Pune, if you see in Mumbai, they're not concerned. Here at my restaurant, every day I'm at my restaurant in Pergola. I understand what a customer or a guest needs. Food is very difficult because whatever I make, not you should like it, because everyone's palates are different. Some people like spicy, some people like it medium spicy, some people like it sour, some people will like sour and spicy, some people will like sweet and spicy. The weirdest combination, sweet and spicy and sour. The people do not like it. 90% people will not like sweet and spicy. But yes, so basically here at my restaurant, I go to each table. I ask them if I'm not there also sometimes. My people are being trained in that kind of a way. They will first ask, ma'am, what's your preference? What does a palate suit on? And this is how we'll customize the dish from inside. Because there are only 5 to 6 flavors in this world, which is sour, sweet, spicy, bitter, and hot. So that is the whole thing that the whole cuisines are made of. Only the ingredients here and there make the difference. Yeah. So when a guest comes to a restaurant, he already has things in his mind that today I'm gonna have butter chicken. Butter chicken is sweet and a little bit sour because it's made out of tomatoes and cashew nut cake. Tomorrow if I'm gonna make a spicy butter chicken, no matter what, if I'm giving him the butter chicken in a gold plate, might be I have such a background behind me, he will not like it because he has already made his mindset that today I'm going to have a butter chicken and it's going to be sweet and sour. So here when we come, if we want to recommend them some dish, which is, we ask them what is your palate suit. So when they say sweet and spicy, so we know what to do with it. And then we tell them that leave it to us. If you do not like it, we will replace the dish. See, the whole thing, the customer or the guest should be satisfied when he goes out of my door. He shouldn't be in his dual mind that I do not like it, I do not enjoy it. So no matter what, if the guest doesn't like the dish, we will replace that dish once, twice, thrice, 10 times also, till the time he is okay with it.
So you're determined basically not
we
to
do not,
let
we
your
do not,
guests
yeah.
leave the restaurant
Yes.
Unhappy.
Yes, we do not believe in, yeah. We do not believe in then how can we give him like twice, thrice or 10 times. It doesn't happen 10 times that we have to rename the dish. We understand once or twice. We tell them politely that just allow us 5-10 minutes and we will give the dish how you. We give justice to it. Then that time we do not think about our costings or something like that. We only think about the guest should be satisfied. That's the hospitality.
So you have made up your mind that this is what you're going to do. You're going to retire for YouTube and you're going to have 50 brands under your belt in that time. And after that, who takes over?
No one takes over, it doesn't change. Now Ratan Tata, if you take an example of Ratan Tata, he sits at home. Still Tata is operating. So my vision over here is like, as I told you about my dad's brand. My vision, when I say 50 brands, each restaurant has a staff of somewhere around 40 to 50. Where 40 to 50 people work in a smallest restaurant as well. So the vision here is to sustain families in India. So if the restaurant does well, a family gets sustained. These people, it's not in everyone's hand. Where do you take your birth? If it is in our it is in our hand. Everyone will take a birth in Tata's family or Ambani's family. But here, these people have some kind of some circumstances where they cannot get educated, they fall in this industry. So my vision here is to sustain families, to give them good salaries, where their kids will not have that kind of a thing to come and do such kind of jobs. Whenever I come to my restaurant, I do not sit with my manager to have food. I sit with my pot wash person, because he is the person where he comes and he has such a load on his things, burden. He is cleaning the utensils, he's cleaning the garbage, he's cleaning everything. He just what does he need? He just need two polite things, and the owners miss those things. The owners will treat him like a pot wash person. I will always make him sit. He's a human. I'll always make him sit right next to me. Make whatever I am eating, I eat the same food that these people eat. So that's humanity. I believe in humanity.
So you believe, you feel that there should be a human touch.
Yes.
Besides all this is just all that glitter is not gold.
Yeah.
So you want to be, have that relationship. That's fantastic. But what about the retention rate in this industry?
Retention rate is very good.
Yeah, it's a lot of movement.
A lot of.
Because for $500, $1,000, I mean,
True.
You pay off your stuff fortnightly? Or do you pay
No, it's
them
not
monthly?
fortnightly. It's monthly. So, for example, if they start on 1st of January, their payment, the industry, telling about the industry, if they start on 1st of Jan, their salary is done on 20th of February. 1 month, 20 days. This is how they retain the staff.
So that's so difficult. How do they manage?
So this is how the industry is being destroyed. So the chefs who come down, they also understand कि एक महीना 20 दिन के बाद salary होने वाला है. So if I need 20,000 as a salary, they will tell you 30,000. So here we do not do this. So the chefs that we hire, they are family-based people, and they understand that if I have to go for 500 rupees, the market is very bad. They do not give you salaries, they do not treat you well. So every 2 months, all in my restaurants, we have a trip to some of our resorts. We take them for a tour.
So entertainment
is most required,
sort of,
because just in those kitchens and in this whole 6,000, 7,000 square feet, that is only the world for them. I don't like that.
That's great. So
We make them. We organize events. We organize parties
so
for
how
them.
do you pay? You pay 1st to 31st?
No, if our month starts at 1st of Jan, and then we give 5th of Feb, first 5 days in the month. Yeah.
You all do that.
Yeah. Everywhere, wherever you go, even the 5 stars. When you complete the month, then you get the salary.
Yeah, absolutely. They are paid. So then, how do you? That's what I'm saying. I'm saying there's a lot of retention.
We have all securities, but movement. It is a part and parcel of this industry. But the people who understand about this industry and understand about making their career and a stability. When there's a stability, we basically have all the facilities that we provide to the staff, like the medicals, their PFs, their salary slips, everything. Yes.
You're doing
Yes.
just like the hotels,
Yes.
the star hotels.
Yes.
Oh, so they are
Yes.
taken care of.
Yes.
Fantastic. So medical is also there.
Yes, medical, PF,
Okay.
everything is there.
That's fantastic. Yeah. So that's how you reach.
Yes.
And how are your salaries competitive to the industry?
So there's no fixed salary scale for any person. Industry says that yes, Commi 1 has a salary of 17,000.
Commi 2, yeah.
Yes, I don't believe in Commi 1, Commi 2. There's no Commi 1, Commi 2, Commi 3. A person is a chef or a person is a cook. So here all my chefs are trained in all departments. You never know, there's an emergency. Someone is sick. And that time only there's some person who has a off. For example, there are two chefs in continental department. One has a medical emergency and one has a day off. I cannot tell him that do not take a day off. This is what happens in the industry. If there is a shortfall, the owners will tell that cancel your day off. We do not do it. If there's a party of 500 people also, and if my executive chef has an off on Monday, he has an off on Monday. He doesn't have to report.
So what do you do? How do you?
Then the other chefs have been trained like that.
Okay.
We have done our systems in such a way that a person, he's a human, he's not a robot. If he works for 6 days and his Monday is an off, his body needs that off. That day we cannot tell him because he will not give his 100%.
Absolutely.
So no matter what, if we have a party of 500 people, 5,000 people also, if that chef has off, he has off.
So your chefs are trained on
Yes.
on the
All the
rotation
cuisines, yes,
basis? So
yes.
if one is not there, then
Yes.
you can replace it
Yes,
with another?
yes.
Oh wow, super.
We give them a knowledge of all the cuisines when they come and when they have to join our organizations.
Right. So you're preventing that in
Yes.
a way, but you don't have a real issue. You don't face a real issue. Or do you? And how do you recruit? How do you recruit your staff?
We have a HR team which recruits people from different sites. They first come for an interview process, then they have to join our training sessions for 1 month. If they pass the training sessions, then only we hire them.
So how do you recruit? You go online, you go to portals, you go ahead.
We do have some portals, we do have some online, we do have some personal connections as well.
Yeah. I think what we have seen in this industry, Shetty has got it right. Yeah.
Their,
Right?
their module is different. Their module.
Please talk about it.
Yes.
And they learn it and then they become their owners. So that's where it starts.
We follow the Shetty module. It's not a Shetty module kind of a module you said. It's a hotel module. Everywhere you need to have your eyes on. Shetty people, they keep their cashew nuts near the counter because it's an easy thing that you can put in your mouth, and it's the most expensive.
That's what I have noticed. So you feel that that's the right model? Yeah.
So right module is like understanding your staff, supporting them, like treating them as a family. Because see, the new chefs who have come to the market now are from Bengal or from Bihar, and the original people who ruled this industry were Uttarakhand people. Now they've already started going to Dubai and the Gulf countries because they're getting good salary packages over there. And Indian food demand is going extensively wide over there. So what happens? These Bengali people or UP people, chefs, they've not been in this industry for a long time. So all is eating food from behind is fancy for them. But the Uttarakhand people have already been in this industry since last 18-20 years, so they are fed up of these kind of food now. So they eat dal, chawal and roti. So here in our restaurants, what we do is twice in a week. Once in a week, it's non-vegetarian food according to what they want. Sometimes fish, mutton, chicken, whatever they feel like, we give it to them and they prepare it. And once in a week, whatever they want, we tell them to eat from the menu. This is how we keep our staff happy, and this is how the heft is being taken out from our US SOPs.
Yeah. So the chefs you have got mostly are from North India.
They are from Uttarakhand.
You don't get chefs from Maharashtra.
Local.
You don't deal with because again the cuisine is mostly.
It's not about cuisine, it's about different aspects that a local person has families, that has different festivals, different weddings to attend. Lot of reasons.
Your vegetarian clients. You focus mostly on non-vegetarian.
No, we do have vegetarian. We do have mozzarella cheese in house.
Okay.
We do tofu in house. We do paneer in house. Exotic vegetables. Yes, we do vegetarian steaks as well.
For all vegetarians, they patronize.
Yes.
So, are you comfortable with that, or are you more comfortable with non-vegetarian?
No, we are comfortable with both because our kitchens are separate. Vegetarian section is a separate section and the non-vegetarian section is a separate section.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So basically, we are coming with a new property in Vagator Beach. It's a 320 rooms property. It's a resort. So it is near W Goa, a kilometer away from W Goa. So again, this is going to be one of the luxurious property in Goa. So this has 3 restaurants in this: a beach restaurant, a bar, and a club, and 320 rooms with 7 executive suites in it, presidential suites in it, and then the other things. So this might start in next 2 months. We are completing some work over there. It's not yet
finalized. Interiors are done. We are doing two restaurant setups now. We are in that process. And then we will start with our trials, and then we will start our pre-opening marketing, and then we will start. Name we cannot disclose the name.
Yeah, that's supposed to be top secret. Yeah. So, is it going to be a 5-star hotel?
It's not a 5-star. It's a boutique property.
So, we will visit.
Definitely.
We will come for a shoot over there, hopefully, sometime down the line.
Definitely.
Yeah, and you will be there. You will be.
I am just going from 29. I'm just going from 29 to 2nd, only for 5 days.
Somebody else is going to handle that property? Or?
No, there are my management people again, a manager or something. So we only put our people over there. So it's under. So basically, I have one property in Thailand as well. I have one property in Bali as well, in partnership. So basically, I go. After 2 months, I have a visit over there for like somewhere around 6 to 7 days.
Ambitious, huh? That's so good. That's fantastic. So then you're going there too. You're going to Bali too, but now you're going to go to Goa, right?
Goa.
So you've got the top management.
All the management is there.
So the opening is when?
In next 1.5 months.
Oh, no dates set.
The dates are not fixed.
So that's great news, guys. We hear that now Pranav is also opening up a new property in Goa, which he's very busy with.
You can follow us on 1,000 Pines Hospitality. I don't promote myself on Instagram or on social media a lot. So I don't have that kind of 10,000, 20,000 followers. I'm not kind of that person. So you can follow us on 1,000 Pines Hospitality, which is my company page. You will find the updates of it.
Yeah, but you'll get that automatically.
Yeah.
So that was nice. We have a lot of insight into this. And if there's something you want to say on our channel so that we can go out to everyone, what would you like to say? What would be the last
doing a great
words
job going to the owners, talking to them, understanding what their problems are, and doing these interviews. I would like to tell everyone from the hospitality industry that definitely this industry is a lot of fun, hard work. You work hard, you party hard. This is what is the whole thing of the industry. But your party start after 12 o'clock or 2 o'clock at night, and then your offs are on Monday, where you get a VIP treatment whichever restaurant you go to, because there's no footfall in the restaurant. So yes, be educated, understand the industry, and then fall in this industry. This industry is very beautiful.
Okay, nice talking to you, Pranav, and we would like to thank you.
Thank you so much.
On behalf of Justify India YouTube channel, Satish and myself. We wish you the very best.
Thank you so much.
And I'm sure we'll be learning a lot about you.
Definitely.
And we look forward. Maybe we'll meet up again sometime.
Sure, definitely.
And we'll take your leave now. Thanks
Most
so
pleasure.
much. Yeah. Same here. We had a wonderful time. Thank you.
And they're suffering, counting down, tick-tock, and the time is running out. No first class ticket, will save your head now. No, we're crashing down, no money that can buy your
This is like passion fruit. Fresh food interviews is added in it. For spiciness, I have added jalapeno, and it is topped up with soda. Soda.
Soda. Oh, okay. No. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
counting down, tick-tock, and the time is running out. No first class ticket.